What is the Pythagorean Theorem? The Pythagorean Theorem is mostly used to find the length of the hypotenuse on a right triangle. Here you can see the anatomy of a right triangle. The Pythagorean Theorem uses the equation a squared plus b squared equals c squared. As you can see, the legs on the right triangle can either be a or b, and the hypotenuse has to be c. Now, using what we know, we can find out what the hypotenuse is. I recommend to pause the video and try to solve it yourself first, and then come back and see what I do. The first step we have to do is 4 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. 4 squared equals 16 and 3 squared equals 9. So you must add them together. And that would equal 25. Now you must isolate c. So you move the square into the other side, and that will transform it into a square root. The square root of 25 is equal to 5. So this means the hypotenuse must be 5. As I have stated in the beginning of the video, I said the Pythagorean Theorem is mostly used to find out how long the hypotenuse is. But you can even find out how long one of the legs are. But we can get to that in a later video. You can also use the Pythagorean Theorem on an isosceles triangle, like this one. But we'll get to that later into the video. How do you use the Pythagorean Theorem in real life? We would need a 3D shape. The 3D shape I've chosen is a triangular prism. Here is how it looks in the front angle. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, the blue parts are 20 centimeters. The teal parts on the bottom are 12 centimeters. The height, the purple part, is 8 centimeters. And the orange and green part, we don't know. So I'm just going to use one side of the triangular prism. We currently have an isosceles triangle in front of us. What will we do? As we know, the purple part is 8 centimeters. So that's the height of the triangle. And we know the base of it is 12 centimeters. We only need 1/2 of the triangle. So let's split it up. It looks like a right triangle now instead of an isosceles triangle. First step is the same. So we do a squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. That would equal 64 plus 36. And that would equal 100. Now we have to isolate c. So the squared, we move it to the other side. That would become a root. So we have to square root 100. 100 squared is obviously 10. Now we know how long each side of this triangular prism is. You can even use the Pythagorean Theorem to figure how long each side of the house is. Or you can even find out how long each side of this pyramid is. If anybody ever wants to become an engineer, they'll definitely have to know how to use the Pythagorean Theorem in many different ways. This is the end of the video on Pythagorean Theorems. I would like to thank everybody who watched this video. And yeah, see you next time.